Godfrey. I'm a teacher of French at St. Peter's Senior Secondary School in San. French as a new language, we look at it, French as an international language. It is a widely spoken language around the world, more so in Africa. In Africa, over 400 million people speak French in more than 23 countries. French is a national language of France, and France is a country in Europe. It is widely spoken as an official language in a number of other countries, including Canada, including many African countries, Algeria, Madagascar, and so on. And even in Europe, we experience a number of countries which share French as their national language, as their official language. One of them is Belgium, another is Luxembourg, Switzerland, and other European countries also share it in work in their day-to-day working. So French is a very important language when we come to international cooperation, international business, United Nations, and all other agencies. As we are going to see, we're going to find that French has a big part, it plays a big role, plays in the international communication around Africa. So you'll discover that countries where we have French spoken in Africa, we have Algeria, we have Burundi, Burkina Faso, Canada is not in Africa, but it's part of the, we call them Francophone countries, Democratic Republic of Congo, Cameroon, Togo, Chad, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Senegal, sometimes we call it Senegal, that's English, but Senegal is the French version. Then Niger, which is Niger, Morocco, Belgium is in Europe, Switzerland, and many other countries which we can produce thereafter. I want us to look at the map of Africa, where we have all these countries listed down. Madagascar is number 23, as you can see on the list. We have about 24 countries, all of them speaking French. We have Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, Senegal, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Ivory Coast, which we have seen before as Cote d'Ivoire. Cote means coast, Ivoire means ivory. Cote d'Ivoire. So that's the name. That's how they call it. Togo. Then we have Benin. We have Cameroon, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Congo. We have two Congos. We have the Republic of Congo, which is Congo Brazzaville. Then we have the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is whose capital state is Kinshasa. Then we have Rwanda, Burundi, Djibouti. We also call it Djibouti in the Horn of Africa, around Ethiopia, Somalia, and Eritrea. It's a tiny state around the corner, the arm of Horn of Africa. So then we have Madagascar, which is a big island across the eastern coast. Comoros. Comoros is a very tiny state between Madagascar and Mozambique. It's an island nation. Then there is also another they've not mentioned here. It is Reunion. It is also an island. Reunion. And there is Seychelles. Those are independent states in the Indian Ocean. Seychelles and Reunion. They speak French. French is their official. Now, I want us to look at basic facts about France. Okay. The capital city, we are going to look at the map of France very soon. Now, if you are moving with me, I want to. Hello? Fausta, am I with you?
Yes, teacher.
Eh? Can you pronounce the capital city of France?
Paris.
Paris. How have you said? Paris.
Paris.
Yes. Paris is the English version of France, of the French capital city, but we call it Paris. Can we pronounce together? Paris.
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 Paris. Paris. Paris.
Yes. Okay. So
Paris.
Paris. We reserve the S, we don't pronounce it when we are speaking French. So the capital city is called Paris. If you want to say, I'm going to Paris, you will say, je vais à Paris. Would you repeat what you
Je
want?
vais à Paris.
Je vais à Paris.
Je vais à Paris.
Yes, you are getting there. Je vais à Paris. There you are speaking, you are going to France. President of France
Macron.
is called Emmanuel Macron. Thank you so much. France is located within the Central Europe. So we have the highest mountain. They call it Mont Blanc. Mont. Would you repeat, please? Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. It's like you don't pronounce the C. Mont Blanc. Okay. So France, as a country, we are going to see its structure. It is sometimes known as the hexagon. The French call it l'hexagon. Can you repeat? L'hexagon.
Hexagon.
Yes, to mean the hexagon. You've learned in your primary schools, there's a six-sided figure. It's called a hexagon. So France, by virtue of its map, it has 6 sides. We are going to see it on the map. Yes. Where you are seeing the star, that's where we have Paris. Now, when you look at that structure, it gives you about 6 sides. So we call it hexagon. That's that fine. Now, France is surrounded by these countries. Can you list them? Fausta,
Germany.
German,
Germany. Italy.
Italy,
Switzerland.
Switzerland,
Spain.
Belgium.
Belgium. That's very good.
Belgium.
Very good. Christine? That's fine. Okay. So we have already seen that. So Mont Blanc is the highest mountain. You shall see that it is located in the Alps Mountains. If you study your geography of Europe, you will discover that the Alps Mountains across Europe, and so it has the highest mountain on them. Why do we study French? We discover that French is one of the 5 international languages of the United Nations. Originally, French came in as a colonial language, especially across Africa. But due to the so many countries that speak French, over 25 countries in Africa, so French is recognized as a regional language, especially in West Africa and in the world altogether. So when we travel to France, and when we travel to these other countries, we expect to find French spoken, and if you cannot say bonjour, comment ça va, then you are in trouble, you are not going to communicate. So when we are also carrying out business networking, you know, today the world is becoming small. We call it a global village, where you can order for goods from France by just a click of the button, and you are there. But if they cannot understand you, if you cannot understand what they are saying, you will be out of business very fast. Then another reason for studying French, there are so many others, but diplomatic service. Diplomatic service, we talk of ambassadorial work. People who work in embassies, people who work in international organizations, such as World Food Program, such as United Nations High Commission for Refugees, such as FAO, UNICEF, UNESCO. Those are international agencies. They require you to have knowledge of a second language, and French is one of them. So in order to be competent enough, you need to have knowledge of the second language. So I want us to find out which of these other languages. Can you list down the 5 languages? Or can you tell them to us? Ijirwa Smith. I'm not hearing from you. Christine, are you following me? Yvette Rus. Kiswahili. Which other one? Isabella.
English.
English is one, yes. Arinzi Marvin. Elijah.
German.
German. So briefly, English, French, Chinese, Arabic, and Spanish are the major 5 international languages of the United Nations. Have you noted them? English, French, Arabic, Spanish, and which other have I said? Chinese. Those are the 5 major international languages of the United Nations. Okay. When you study French, there are a number of careers you can pursue in life, and you can. Language is a language. You can always use its skills to do anything you want. Huh? Me, I chose to be a teacher. What would you want to be yourself? Begin Smith.
I want to become a lecturer.
Lecturer of French. Okay. Tendo, Joy.
I would wish to be a translator.
Translator. Well, that's good. So you can be a teacher, lecturer, translator, tour guide. The world today, we have in the world today, we have tourism. So one a very wide business which you can initiate yourself, make a tour company, and you can become a tour guide. You can do a lot of, you can meet people from all over the world, Canada, Africa, Europe, and move them around your country or move them across nations as a tour guide. So your French would be very important here. Very important. Research analysts, yeah, we are looking at people who carry out research. When you find a text written in French, you don't stop at its admiration, you also go into the details and find the facts they are trying to tell you. Or if you went to French-speaking community and you don't close your eyes and ears because you are speaking French, you continue to interact with them and find the details. Is there anybody who wants to become a journalist? Hello? Journalists, we call them journalistes. Can you pronounce the word?
Journalist.
Journalist. Yes.
Journalist.
That is a journalist. Okay. So you will find that there are so many activities, there are so many businesses one can do with French. Have you heard of flight attendants? Air hostess?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And this, they would imagine yourself if you are flying and someone speaks to you around.
Yes.
Hello, dear learners. Teachers Network has gotten a problem. The career French.
Tunaenda kulia. Mhussein.
With your mic. Okay. Teacher was taking us through French lesson, and we're doing careers. I think that is where he was getting it from.
So talking about flight attendants.
Like on the phone.
Hello?
Is there a class today?
Yes. So that was a brief look through what French can help us to move. Now we are coming to the lesson. Just as so now we want to look at professions and the ways, the words in French. Are you there?
Yes.
So, okay. Now, the professions we've been talking about, we have, for example, if you want to talk of a hairdresser, we talk of coiffeur. Everyone? Quoi faire?
Faire.
Quoi?
Faire. Quoi faire?
Quoi faire?
Confère.
Quoi faire?
Infirmière.
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 Uh-huh.
Infirmière.
Instituteur.
Instituteur.
Institut.
Instituteur.
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 Pompier.
Instituteur.
Pompier.
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 Pommier. Pommier.
Pompier.
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 Médecin.
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 Boucher.
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 So do you want to be a butcher?
Boulanger.
Boulanger.
Now let's read. Coiffeur.
Boulanger.
Coiffeur. Infirmière. Instituteur.
Instituteur.
Pompier.
Pompier.
Médecin.
Médecin.
Boucher.
Boucher.
Boulanger. Those are professions fit for practice. We have already so infirmière is a nurse, instituteur is a teacher, pompier. Then in senior one, hello, in senior one, we introduce ourselves. We learn how to introduce ourselves. We are going to see how we can introduce our family members. We are going to see how we can express a wish. We are going to see how we can interact with our environment. To say that this is a desk, this is a chair, the bottle is on the table, something of that kind. To locate items here and there, to say that there is a tree in front of the house, something of that kind. Then we shall come to expertise in counting. When you say you get your coins, you say, and the tracker, and you are able to count. We shall see if you are traveling, the interactions you make. Say if you are traveling to Kasese, you are aboard a bus, you are talking to someone. Then our school environment, all these, when we look at them, they are specific topics we shall be developing. In French, we say petit à petit. Hello?
Yes.
Petit à petit,
Petit à petit.
Petit à petit.
Petit à petit.
L'oiseau fait son nid. Little by little, the bird builds its nest. That's the French proverb I want to impress you with. Can anybody repeat it? Has everybody?
Petit à petit.
Petit à
Petit à petit.
Petit à
l'oiseau
petit.
fait son nid. Okay, we shall be going through it. Little by little, we shall come to a great understanding. But as of today, as we study French these days in new curriculum, recommends us to be participating people. We are going to start using these methods: guided discussion, presentations, or exercises, projects, and group work. Now, like when I'm saying repeat, those are kind of oral exercises. I could engage you one by one, talk, and pronounce particular words, particular sentences, make presentations like that. Okay? So in learning the language as a foreign language, any language you learn, when you learn the language formally, you develop 4 major skills. The first skill is called speaking. French, you call it parler.
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 So you see someone, we are seeing the mouth. Someone who is trying to speak is saying, hello. Je parle. You can say, je parle. Can you speak?
Je parle.
Je parle.
Je parle.
Then you are speaking. You are already speaking. Then we have writing skills. We develop skills in writing. You start writing the word you hear someone speak. We call it écrire.
Écrire.
Écrit.
Écrit.
Écrire.
Écrit.
Then another skill. This is a very interesting skill. You are using it right now. It's called listening. Écouter.
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 Yes. Then we have reading. Reading. Real. 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 Okay, so those are the major competences a person must work when you learn a language and you say you know the language. You should be able to speak, you should be able to write, you should be able to listen and understand when it is spoken, and you should be able to read it yourself, read aloud, read silently. So those are the major skills we interact with when we are learning a foreign language. Okay, well, now we introduce ourselves to the concepts of the interactions. When you meet someone for the first time, you don't just look at him, you say bonjour. Can you repeat? Bonjour.
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 Bon. Bon.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir. Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
Anyway, comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Comment ça va?
Comment
ça va?
comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment allez-vous?
Ça va.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Bonsoir.
Comment ça va?
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Bonjour.
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 Bonsoir.
Bonjour. 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 Comment ça va? Comment ça va?
Bonjour.
Manchaba.
Bonsoir.
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous?
Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? Comment
Simple greetings.
Bonjour, madame. Bonjour, Sarah.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, Sal.
Bonjour, papa.
Bonsoir, papa.
Bonsoir, papa.
Bonsoir, Sal.
Bonsoir.
Comment ça va, maman?
Comment ça va, maman? Ça va, maman.
Comment ça va,
maman? Comment ça va, maman?
Maman.
What is the good meaning?
Comment ça va, maman? Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Comment?
Comment ça va, maman?
Comment ça va? Oh yeah.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment ça va?
Comment allez-vous, monsieur?
Comment allez-vous, monsieur?
Comment allez-vous, monsieur?
Allez-vous, monsieur?
Je vais très bien, merci.
Je vais
Très bien,
très bien.
merci.
Merci.
These are a few ways in which we can interact and greet our people we stay with, mama, papa, monsieur, madame, and so on. It could be a sister, it could be your brother. So you say, bonjour, Marcel. Bonjour, maman. Bonjour, papa. Bonjour, Henry. Bonsoir, Sarah. Bonsoir, Charles. And so on. Huh? So the people we stay with, we should be able to greet them in the new language. Is that right? Can we read? Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour, maman.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, papa.
Bonsoir, Charles.
Bonsoir, Charles.
Charles. Charles. Charles. Ça va? Très bien. Listen here. Ça va. Très bien. Okay. Now, I want us to repeat. Bonjour, bonsoir. Bonjour, bonsoir. Everybody?
Bonjour, bonsoir.
Bonjour, bonsoir.
Bonjour, bonsoir.
Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour, papa.
Bonjour, papa.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour,
Monsieur.
monsieur.
Bonjour, mon frère.
Bonjour.
Mon frère. Bonjour, ma soeur.
Bonjour, maman.
Bonjour, mon professeur. Now, when you meet someone for the first time during the day, you say bonjour. So now this time, you can say bonjour. Bonjour, maman. Bonjour, papa.
Bonjour, papa.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour, mon frère.
Bonjour, mes frères.
Bonjour, ma soeur. Ma soeur. Bonjour, mon professeur.
Bonjour,
Mon professeur.
mon professeur.
Towards the heart, no? Isabella.
Yes.
Towards the heart, no?
Yes.
Yes, that's the way we are going. They will become eventually simple. Okay, let's go through the list of the people at home, the people at school. Mama.
Mama.
Papa.
Papa.
Madame.
Madame.
Monsieur.
Monsieur.
Mon frère. Master, mon professeur.
All profession.
Here, in the evening, you can afford to say, bonsoir. Bonsoir, maman. Bonsoir, papa.
Bonjour, Papa.
Mama is reading, papa is reading. Madam is any lady around you. Then monsieur is ça. Bonsoir, monsieur. Gentlemen. Bonsoir, mon frère. You're addressing your brother. Bonsoir, ma soeur. You're addressing your sister. Bonsoir, mon professeur. Okay. So briefly, that is the introductory part of French, in which the word on screen is merci beaucoup, which means thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Merci. Okay. Do you have questions? Hello? You have questions?
No.
No?
Yes.
We've gone through a few words like the professions. We've seen nurses, journalists, teacher,